Hi friends, good morning. It is Saturday, June 29th, and in a little less than an hour, I'm going to be hosting a team event at my house. I have about a dozen people coming, plus I have a special guest from Stampin' Up, Elizabeth Belleville, who is one of Stampin' Up's demonstrator development managers, will be here for our team gathering as well. And before they get here, since I have my Stampin Peace Studio super clean and organized and set up for them, I thought I would do a quick tour of my Stampin Peace Studio. This is something people ask of me quite frequently, and to be honest, I have not done a tour of my craft space for a very long time. In fact, so long, I don't really even remember the last time I did it. So I live by myself in a 3-bedroom ranch, and I had my basement finished a few years ago for my studio. And then of course, with COVID, I wasn't doing in-person classes. I pretty much went online, but I think I'm going to start in the near future to do at least a few in-person events each year for people that are local to me. So the setup I do for that will be similar to what you see today for my team gathering. So I'm going to flip my camera and we'll get started. So I have this door at the bottom of the stairs, which comes in very handy when Andrea comes over to work with Riley because she's on the move and always going. I have a bathroom here, and then over here I have some antique furniture. I don't have a dining room in this house, but I didn't want to get rid of these pieces. They're family heirlooms, and so I'm putting them to use down here. But anyways, we're going to start in the back. We'll go to the back and then go to the front. So back here is kind of Andrea's space to work. We're getting ready to post and sell retired product next week. So we'll be quite busy with that. If you're interested in that, we have a specific Facebook group for that. And if you're here on Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe in Facebook, look in the featured section or the pin section at the top, and there's information there on how to join that group. But we won't be posting new things until next week. And the way Facebook works, you can really only post one thing at a time. So it'll be ongoing for a bit. But but it makes a nice space back here for all of that. And then I worked on some displays this week of online exclusives that are coming to the Stampin' Up! Online store on July 3rd. So you get a peek of some of that. And then over here, I've got my Love What You Do, Share What You Love poster and samples I made with the Frames and Flowers specialty DSP. And then this is how I have my table set up for my team event today. And I made them a few little things. They've got a bag to put their cards and other things in. I just made a cute tag to go with it. And then they've got the statement of the heart on an acrylic frame and some sweets. And you can see we've got the grid paper out and the Stampin' Pierce mats, our little trash bags. We are all ready for some stamping today. Here I've got some new product and samples laid out, and this is where I will be doing some demonstrations for them today. Of course, more samples over here, bottled water, snacks, etc. Here's where I've got all my things organized for the day. Little prize table if we play a game, somebody can pick a prize. And that's that, my printer things. Oh, I should say this corner. Behind that door is where my HVAC is. And when they finished my basement, they had to build around that so many feet all the way around. But it does have all that equipment, but it's large enough that I can store all of my shipping supplies in there. I can store all of my Stampin' Up! Totes that I use when I'm going places for events. And then I bought this little desk, which is where I do my shipping labels and things. Sometimes I sit here on the computer and do my tutorials, whatnot. Here I have many of the pins for different accomplishments I've earned over the 15 years. I actually have some more on my desk that I need to add to that. So that's always a fun thing. And when I look at this, it reminds me of all that I've achieved in 15 years. And it's one of those things that just keeps me motivated and encouraged and even inspired, because they all come with certain memories. So that's my little space here. And then this is probably all what you're looking for. Oh, I have extra stuff down here. I have these shelving units from, oh, I should show you these. These racks are pretty cool. They were from Hobby Lobby, and they actually hold a lot. So I put adhesives and different things that can be sold as cash and carry in there. But this is the space I'm typically working in. This is where I do my Facebook Lives, my designing, that sort of thing. The shelving units, the cube shelving units, all of these are Ikea pieces, and they're called Kallax, K-A-L-L-A-X, Kallax. People are always asking, because this is what they see behind me when I do Facebook Lives. And these paper sorters are from a company called Stampin Storage, Stamp, S-T-A-M-P-N-S-T-O-R-A-G-E. And I can post a link for that company on my site. But I love my paper sorters. Their items are pricey, but they are made very, very, very well. You can be assured that when you purchase them, they will last forever. I also have some that store my punches. In the center here, you can see the storage I have from Stampin' Up! For my ink pads, markers, Stampin' blends, that sort of thing. I always keep my paper trimmer tucked in that little spot so it's easy to grab. Here I pretty much have everything I need. I did move, usually keep my mini boho blue Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in here, but I've moved it to a different location today because we'll be using it. I've got pens, pencils, watercolor pencils are back there somewhere, clear blocks, adhesives, and this kind of tends to be my to-do pile. It's not a really good thing, but if it's not there, it's on the floor. So I need to work on that. And of course, I always have my computer handy so I can respond to people's emails in a fairly quick time period. If I have ideas I want to jot down, I can go in and open that. If I'm working on tutorials, I've got everything I need. My color swatches, my color coach cards, a little bin for trash. I've got a big one underneath, more adhesives, etc. Scrapbooks I've worked on over the year. And on top I have like different mementos from my Stampin' Up! Journey. That collage at the top is something we made at a Creative Escape weekend many years ago. Some of these boxes, Stampin' Up! Does incredible gift boxes, and I hate to throw away the boxes, so sometimes I put them on display up here. I know it sounds corny, but I enjoy them. I have to tell you about this collage at the very top with the 12 little squares. I don't remember what year it was, maybe 2015 or 2016. I was asked to be a presenter at a Stampin' Up! Convention. And they sent me a stamp set, which I still have today, but it had all of these tiny little images. No sentiments, just images. And I thought, what am I going to make with all this? And I was pretty stumped at first, but I came up with a lot of different kinds of note cards and cards. And then I came up with this collage, sort of a happy everything collage. And that is one thing I've kept from that presentation. You'll see the wreath is from one of our kits, still available on the online exclusives. Here's a barn quilt, mini barn quilt, that I made with supplies in the frame given to me by Julie Heights, who had a wonderful retreat last October that I attended. And we even took, it was in Northern Ohio, we even took a little barn quilt tour around the area, which was really cool. This is my happy place. Again, just different mementos. Statement of the heart. Boss lady. It's hard for me to think of myself as a boss. And for a long, long time, even when I was running business, it was hard for me to think of myself as a business person. But I am, and I've been succeeding at it, and I'm happy. Keep it simple. Kind of something that's become a motto for me. Don't make things harder than they need to be. Don't make life harder than it needs to be. There's something to be said for keeping it simple. And then, of course, choose kindness. That is my number one goal in life, is to spread kindness. And I work at it every single day. I like to think I'm good at it. Some days can be tough. Maybe our mood or mindset isn't quite right, but our world needs more kindness. And that's a constant reminder to me and anybody that comes over. Choose kindness. Here's a little something I found at Hobby Lobby. I'm not messy, I'm creatively organized. As you can see, there's nothing on my floor. Well, a stack of kits, but there's no messes on my floor today. No piles of different projects, which is kind of rare. But, you know, you have company. That's the best motivator to clean your house. Have company. Here are some shelving units, again, from Stampin' Storage. This is where I keep my stamp sets with their dies. Some people keep their dies in a separate place. If I have dies that coordinate with a stamp set directly, I rubber band them together, because then I always know where it is, what it is, because when I have them in a different place, I would tend to forget which stamp sets had dies, and not use them as much as I should. Another Kallax unit from Ikea that I just store random things on. Riley loves to come over and pull things off of here. Fortunately, there's nothing really that she could hurt or damage, so I just let her go to it because she's exploring, and that's how kids learn, and because she's just so sweet. Here's my little board where I tack up things. Serve is the word I chose for this year. And I decided in 2024 I was committing to serving with value and abundance in order to make a positive difference in the lives of others, therefore bringing me joy and success. So that's what I came up with for this year. This is our product release strategy, because Stampin' Up! Is constantly bringing new products for us. And I like to glance up there and know what's coming each month. And just a few other things. There's my 2025 incentive trip tracker for the Disney World trip. And mine is all filled in. And that means, let's see, this is June. I think it was last month that I earned the trip for next year. So that's exciting. So, again, this is my space. This is where I do most of my work, where I do my Facebook Lives from. And then just the rest of my studio here. And again, I'm set up today for an in-person team gathering with a special guest from Stampin' Up, one of their demonstrator development managers, Elizabeth Belleville, came from Utah for this event. So I'm really excited to introduce her to my team members that are coming and have her get to know them a little bit well. And I guess that's all. Oh, and for probably, many of you probably are questioning, because most of my team members do not live in the Columbus area. Many are in the Cincinnati area where I started my business, but I'm going to flip this around. But since I moved almost 6 years ago, I don't see them that often, and I'm not able to meet with them monthly like we did when I lived in Cincinnati. And so I'm trying to do at least, my new goal is to do at least a few, maybe 2 to 3 team gatherings each year. And unfortunately, because of my back issues, this is the first one I've been able to have this year. But I know that I'm not going to get a whole lot of people in person, because since COVID, I've built up my business, and I would say probably 70% of my team is spread across the United States, not in Ohio at all. So on Tuesday, I will do a Zoom for the team members who cannot be with us today, to show them what we did, demonstrate the make and takes for them, fill them in on what Elizabeth will share with us today, and discussions we had, that sort of thing. So I don't want my out-of-town people or out-of-state people on my team to miss out. But Zoom, I'm grateful for Zoom. That is helping me reach those people just like I can reach the in-person people attending the in-person event today. So anyways, that's finally my tour of my studio for those of you who have been asking. And I'm going to say goodbye for now, because I'll have guests arriving in just a little bit. And I think I have everything ready, but I'm going to kind of go through my room and make sure I have everything where I need it to be. And we're having lunch. If you're familiar with Chicken Salad Chick, I ordered chicken croissant sandwiches for lunch, and we have some other goodies. Cheryl's cookies for dessert. Cheryl's cookies are made right here in Westerville, Ohio, where I lived. So I bought those as a treat as well. Anyways, you all have a great weekend. Stay safe if you're expecting to get storms like we are here in Ohio today. And I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for my next Facebook Live for all of you viewers. Bye-bye.